What's up, guys? So, title of this video is going to be 10 most asked questions for any personal trainer or anyone dealing in the health industry. Top 10 questions that we get asked all the time, and these are top 10 that I can think of that I get asked all the time, just from previously having worked at supplement stores and having worked at gyms. You get asked these a lot. And if there are any trainers out there that see this video and you have any more questions that you get asked, drop them down below and see how many people get asked that. Because yeah, so these are the top 10 that I could think of, just from the top of my head, that I always get asked, either by clients or by people that are trying to get back into a better shape. Number one, what is the best way to lose fat? I get asked this one the most. So what is the best way to lose fat? I say to that, it's kind of like a triangle. One on top you would have diet, and then on two bottom you would have cardio and exercise. And I feel like, so I've heard about like the triangle of health. That would be kind of it for what I think to lose fat. Not just lose weight, because weight could be meaning. Whenever someone says I want to lose weight, I tell them, okay, do you want to lose weight? Do you want to lose fat? Because there's a difference. So fat would be the actual subcutaneous tissue under your skin, or weight could mean losing water weight, muscle weight. Yeah, probably be the two. So if you're trying to lose fat, I would say that would be the triangle that you want to stay within. The diet being on top, then you have your cardio, and then you would have exercise. And if you were to label that even more, I would say diet would be king, then cardio would be queen, exercise would be prince. I guess you can say it like that. And the reason, and that's my opinion, the reason I say that is because if you're trying to lose weight, or if you're trying to lose fat, you don't really care about putting on muscle, right? So what's exercise going to do? What's weightlifting going to do? That's going to promote muscle or tissue growth, right? So if you're not really trying to put on size, I would say exercise probably max 40 to an hour. You could even do it like in 30 minutes. A good workout. Just to keep your heart rate up. The faster you do it, the faster your heart rate's going to be, which is going to be you burning, your heart rate being higher, you're going to be burning a lot more calories. So that would be 30 minutes. Cardio, I would say that would be queen, because that's what's going to be burning off those extra calories, right? Depending on what kind of cardio you're doing. So if you're doing anaerobic exercise, which would be like the sprinting and stuff like that, or if you're doing aerobic exercises, that could be like the lower pace running or jogging, or you're walking, or even like Stairmaster, which what I like to do. If you're doing the anaerobic stuff, that's the stuff that your body is going to be burning more of the sugar with. But after you're done with that, like let's say you're doing sprints, after you're done with those sprints, your body for the next 12 to 24 hours, 36 hours, whatever, depending on how hard you trained, or how many times, how many sets of sprints that you did, your body will be making up for that energy difference by consuming extra calories, or by burning extra calories as energy to make up for that time where your body didn't really use that energy, if that makes sense. So basically, let's say you do sprints, you're going all out. Your body, you need oxygen to create energy, right? But when you're in that state where your body doesn't have enough oxygen, your body gets it from different places, carbs, and other places to use that to get that energy, right? So once you're done with that exercise, your body then goes back into rebuild, and it gets that oxygen that it has, and it's kind of using a little bit extra more energy to rebuild and to kind of repair itself after that workout or that cardio session. And it's kind of like, I like to think about that part, kind of like a credit card. You know, you're using your credit card money that you don't have, but you still have to repay it, you know? So that's what your body does. It's using energy that it doesn't have, and then after it comes back, and with the energy that it does have now, it repays what it kind of broke down. So that cardio would be, like I said, queen, and then diet would be king. And the reason that is, you could be training and running for hours and hours and hours, but if you're eating in and out 4 times a day, or if you're eating McDonald's every day, or you know, Big Macs and everything, your body's not going to be able to be in that calorie deficit that it needs to be, or eating the right nutrients and proteins and carbs in the right ratios for your body to be making the progress that you want to make. So for me, my personal experience with this was fall of 2013. I moved down to Las Vegas, and I weighed about 280 pounds from playing football in high school, and I cut down from 280 to 190 in about 10 months. And the way I was able to do that was prepping my foods 6 days out of the week. I ate really healthy. On the 7th day, I would eat a cheat meal, kind of just boost my metabolism. And the reason that happens, you're eating low calories, obviously, to lose that fat. To burn that fat, you're eating less calories than you need to be in a deficit, and so your metabolism starts slowly decreasing. And what that cheat meal does, it all those extra calories helps boost your metabolism back up. So once you go back onto your diet, your calories for that day might have been here. That Monday, you bring your calories here, your metabolism starts slowing again. Okay, so that way you never hit plateaus. Because I hear people eating the same thing all the time and they're not losing any weight. Well, that kind of seems to be why. Your metabolism slows down to catch up for the calories that you are eating. Your body likes to stay in a homeostasis state, meaning that it likes to stay balanced, right? So if you're eating low calories, your body will counter it by dropping its metabolism down so it won't lose weight once you're doing that. So eating extra calories is going to help boost it back up, then go back down, right? So prepping my meals, having cheat meals. Even my cheat meals, I would work out just to make up for that difference. If I was eating like big cheat meal, I'd make sure I have like a leg day and do my cardio after to make sure I wouldn't be indulging too much, getting on the calories too high. So on the days that I worked out 5 to 6 days a week. And most days I would do 2 a day cardio. So I'd wake up early in the morning and go for a run or go for a jog, and then go to work, have all my meals, whatever, get off work, and I go to the gym, do my workout, which would be like 30 to 45 minutes, and do another cardio session for 30 minutes, right? And that's the way I was able to drop that weight. And if you go onto my Instagram, you'll be able to see the weight loss that I did. It's going to be at swole_coach. And you can see, you can go through my page and you'll see that, you'll start scrolling and be like, holy shit, this is him. And then as the months go by, I dropped all that weight. Now I am a little bit heavier. My body seems to be responding at 230. It is what it is. So that's question number 1. Question number 2, if I lift weights, will I get bigger muscles? And I get asked this a lot by females more often than not. And having worked at GNC, I would get asked this all the time when girls would go in and say, I'm trying to lose weight, is there anything I should be taking? And I would take them to the protein, be like, yeah, you need to be eating a little bit higher protein for your body to be a little bit higher protein, a little bit less carbs for your body to be using that protein to promote muscle growth. And women write up, think about looking like guys, and they'd be like, no, I don't want to look like a guy. I'm like, no. So, no, that's the question, no. And I'm getting off topic, but the reason why, ladies, you won't get as much muscle as guys is because guys and girls are designed different, right? Guys have high testosterone, low estrogen, women have low testosterone, high estrogen. And so what that does to testosterone, along with other anabolic hormones, is going to promote the growth of tissue or the growth of other stuff. Estrogen, not so much, right? So the little testosterone that women do have is going to help you get some muscle, but it's not going to be, you're not going to look anything like a guy, right? So women see these other women figures that are just like jacked, and they think that that's what they're going to look like if they work out and if they eat proteins and stuff like that. No, that's not what you're going to look like unless you spend, you know, if you're using extracurricular activities, or if you're eating a lot of calories, and you know you're training in that manner that you're trying to get a lot of muscle. But just your regular exercises and eating a little bit of protein will not cause you to basically look like a dude. Question number three. Should I do cardio first or weight training first? In my opinion, it really doesn't matter. I'm pretty sure there's studies on it, but the way I see it is whatever you feel like doing. For me, I hate doing cardio, but I love working out. So if I do my workout first, by the time my workout's done, I'll be exhausted and just be like, I don't really need to do cardio. But if I do my cardio first and then I do my workout does suffer a little bit, but at least I got my cardio done. So it all just depends what your goal is. If your goal is to lose fat, then I would say do your cardio first and your weights next, because your goal is to lose fat. If your goal is to build muscle, I would say do your weight training first, because your goal is to put on size. Do your cardio after, and the reason you would do your cardio, even if you're trying to gain muscle, is because you want to stay lean as you're doing it. You're not going to be doing as much cardio or as intense cardio, but you're going to be doing some cardio, keep your heart healthy, and helps with your blood too. It helps push your blood through your body and promotes more of that.